What is up, everybody? Comanche Hitman coming at you with a tips and tricks guide for the Damascus Camo grind in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This is one of the more difficult challenges that any of the recent Call of Duty games have had, and it took me a little while to figure it out. Quite a bit of troubleshooting, and after troubleshooting, I decided I wanted to make a video and try and make your guys' lives slightly easier. But let's be realistic, it's going to be a difficult and time-consuming challenge. Each gun has 100 different camo classes, and there are 39 base guns in the game. So you're looking at a total of 3,900 camos you have to unlock in order to get the Damascus camo. Let's just jump in with tip number one. It only applies to the base guns in the game. So any guns that were in the game when it released are the ones you have to get gold on. You get gold, the platinum unlocks, and therefore the Damascus unlocks. Any guns that came out with any of the Season 1, 2, 3, or 4 content aren't required to get it. If you want Damascus on that specific gun, you will have to go back and gold it, but you will unlock Damascus for it technically. You just can't apply it until you unlock gold. So the best way to avoid wasting any time on that, on any guns that aren't required for the Damascus camo, is to start at the top of each weapon class. That's going to ensure that you only do the guns that are required for it. As soon as you see platinum unlocked, you know that you've completed that specific weapon class. ARs, SMGs, shotguns, LMGs, etc. So start at the top of each weapon class. If at a later date you decide, like you saw in the beginning of the video, I have my GRA Damascus camo equipped, that is because I went back and I golded the GRA, and that gave me the option to apply that Damascus camo to the GRA as well. So do with that information what you will, but let's move on to number two. And this one, equally as important as number one, especially in the sense of not wasting any time. Anytime you see double weapons XP weekends, or you have double weapons XP tokens, use that to your advantage. Grind any gun that's a low level as hard as you can. As soon as you get that gun to that max weapon level, you're going to want to move on to the next one. And the reason being is, obviously, it's double weapons XP. So it's going to take half the kills to get that gun to max level. So in the end, it'll save you on, wasting time getting kills, and it's going to expedite each of the challenges, because you can't start making progress in each challenge until you have that camo class unlocked and ready for challenges. So grind hard, and like I said, as soon as you hit max level on a weapon, move on to the next one and start leveling it up. Especially when you have double weapons XP weekends. And if you do that with enough guns, it'll take you long enough to get the challenges for the camos done that by the time you're ready to start a new gun, it'll probably be another double weapons XP weekend. So this allowed me to really do the challenge very fast. I watched one video that stated that the Damascus camo grind was supposed to take somewhere around 29 days. I don't know how founded that was. I didn't do any researching on it, but I have less than 9 days of playtime at this point in time, and I have the camo class unlocked. So I don't know if they were just way off on their metrics or the double weapons XP helped me that much, but like I said, it definitely helps a lot. It took me about 3 weeks. Once I decided to commit to it, it took me about 3 weeks to get Damascus unlocked. So grind hard on double weapons XP weekends for sure. Another thing, especially with double weapons XP, work on the launchers and the melee weapons. They suck. They're the worst ones to do in my opinion, and they're going to take some of the longest. Definitely the launchers for sure. So start with those. You'll hate it in the beginning, but you'll be so happy when it's done, and you just have to work with regular guns. And on that note, I would recommend, like I said, melee launchers first, and then move into the marksman rifle, sniper rifle class. Those, while they're technically different classes in the weapons menu on the edit loadout, those two count together. So you have to get all 3 of the base marksman rifles and all 3 of the base sniper rifles golded to unlock platinum. So if you're going through and you do the first 3 sniper rifles and you're like, why aren't I getting platinum? It's because of the marksman rifles. The same applies for the riot shield and the combat knife. You have to get both of those golded to unlock platinum. So don't freak out like